thinking, "Oh, that's
Oh,
like
it's just here for the
perfume."
smell. Yeah.
Exactly. They're very effectual. They're very effectual on many different levels. They
Mhm.
can help us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I
Yeah.
love them because they're so holistic.
Yeah. Well, and even too, like, if you're doing it either topically or even breathing it in, you know, topically speaking, your body absorbs what you put on.
Your health is shaped by more than symptoms. Through real stories and expert insights, we explore how your genetics, environment, and daily choices affect your well being. We uncover root causes and share practical tools to help you find the healing you need. Welcome to the Forum Health Integrative Medicine Podcast.
Welcome back to the Integrative Medicine Podcast with Forum Health. Today, I'm joined by Tara Bullock, a nurse practitioner with Forum Health practicing out of our Utah locations. Today, we're talking about a group of patients many practitioners see but often struggle to treat: sensitive patients who react strongly to medications, supplements, or even small changes in their care. We explore how essential oils can become a gentle and effective tool in integrative medicine, supporting the nervous system, immune balance, and overall wellness while helping patients tolerate treatment and begin their healing journey. Let's dive in. Welcome back to our Integrative Medicine Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda, and I am joined today by Tara Bullock, our nurse practitioner who works out of both of our Utah locations, both in West Jordan and in Orem. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad to have you on today. You recently joined our practice in Utah this year.
Yes.
We are so happy to have you. I know our patients are happy to be seeing you too. And today we're going to be talking about something you're really passionate about: essential oils and the sensitive patient.
Yes.
Really excited to dive into this topic with you today. So, some patients are sensitive. They react strongly to medications, supplements, or even foods. And for them, essential oils can be a great, gentle, but powerful tool to support hormones, metabolism, stress, and even brain health. Today, we'll talk about how essential oils can fit into an integrative care plan, especially for those sensitive patients. So, Tara, for the listeners who are new to this idea, what exactly are essential oils and how do they work in the body?
Essential oils are extracts from plants. Usually, they go through a distillation process. Either they distill and extract from the stems, leaves, the fruit of the plants to actually get the essence of the plant. And so that is what we end up using for that therapeutic benefit.
Hmm.
And I think the thing to remember is these essential oils, some of the oldest types of therapies that have existed, and we forget about that.
Hmm.
So they've been used literally for thousands of years.
Yes. Yeah, they have. I mean, they come from plants,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
We've been
It's
using.
literally the Earth's first medicine.
Yes, exactly. So, who are sensitive patients and why might essential oils be a better fit for them than some stronger interventions?
So, sensitive patients are people who really react strongly, usually in a negative way.
Hmm.
Usually, they experience a lot of strong side effects. It could be headaches,
Hmm.
stomach aches, body aches. And usually, it's a lot of times due to like a dysfunctional immune system.
Hmm.
It's good to use essential oils for that type of patient because you have a little more control over the therapy
Hmm.
versus taking a medication. Once you get it in the system, you don't have much control, but you can literally control the amount of the oil. You can do it through a diffuser, like
Hmm.
maybe just 1 or 2 drops in water
Hmm.
through a diffuser, and you could just maybe diffuse it for 5 minutes. Then you can gradually work up. If you tolerate that, you can
Hmm.
gradually add more drops, maybe diffuse it for longer. Eventually, you can work up to maybe applying it diluted to the skin. So they're a really good way to kind of control what we're taking
Yeah.
in.
Do you see in your practice that as you're building tolerance with essential oils with patients, that they're also improving their sensitivities to other things like supplements and stuff where they could potentially graduate onto or help improve their sensitivity through, gradually working them up?
I think so. I think there's, things we have to do along with using the
Oh,
essential oils, like
absolutely.
detoxing the liver definitely helps. Putting
Yeah.
them on a good detox system that's usually has to be very slow and gradual.
Yeah.
Um, for instance, I like Toxees. It's a
Yeah.
really good gentle detox that you could actually use along with essential
Yeah.
oils to kinda help them get more acclimated to using the oils.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's part of the whole picture, right? Like
True.
the essential oils, we're talking about the tool that's going to
Yes.
be part of the plan to help people improve their sensitivity so they can add these types of things in.
Yes.
Awesome. What are the most common misconceptions patients have about essential oils?
Think there's a couple of different, misconceptions that I hear. One is people are scared of them. They just think, "Oh, I can't use them. They're too complex or too complicated." They are complex, but they don't have to be complicated. They're pretty simple. And, you can simply just start by opening a bottle
And
that
just
and just waving it over your
mhm.
kinda under your nose. I usually say people are kinda drawn to the oils that can help their body. If you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that orange smells good," that could be an oil that could be beneficial for
Yeah.
you. So it's just
Your
really
senses,
easy.
becoming
Yes.
intuitive with like what is resonating with your body and what your body is
Exactly.
being attracted to.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Another misconception, I think, are people just thinking they're ineffective.
Yeah.
Kind of, thinking, "Oh, that's
Oh,
like
it's just here for the
perfume."
smell. Yeah.
Exactly. They're very effectual. They're very effectual on many different levels. They
Mhm.
can help us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I
Yeah.
love them because they're so holistic.
Yeah. Well, and even to like if you're doing it either topically or even breathing it in, you know, topically speaking, your body absorbs what you put on your skin and those that gets into your bloodstream within about 5 to 6 seconds.
True.
So, I mean, it gets there.
Yes,
That's the science of it.
exactly, true.
So, in what ways do essential oils support the body from like the mental, physical, and emotional standpoint?
Yeah, so really, when we're inhaling the essential oil that goes up through the nasal passages, it actually works with the olfactory nerve to
Mhm.
stimulate the limbic system, and then that stimulates our amygdala.
Mm,
So then that can affect our memories, our mood, our cognitive function. So there's just the science is really actually pretty wide and deep.
sure.
And I think a lot of times that we just don't have that perception that there can be such a big science behind essential oils.
Yeah. I think we kind of talked about this, but just so the listeners and patients know, for patients who are worried about side effects or they know that they're sensitive people because I do feel like people who are sensitive to therapies, you kind of know who you are, you
Right.
know?
Yes. I'm
We
one of
know
those patients.
yeah, we know who you are.
At Forum Health, we uncover the why behind your symptoms. With advanced lab testing, hormone optimization, and cutting edge therapies, we help you heal and perform your best. And now, through shopforumhealth.com, you can access physician grade supplements trusted by our providers, supporting everything from adrenal health to focus and longevity. Learn more at forumhealth.com and explore supplements at shopforumhealth.com.
But what's the safest way to start using oils? For is it aromatherapy? Is it topical? Is it internal?
Yeah, I think the best way to kind of, take that stepwise approach is through beginning with diffusion,
Mhm.
and maybe just 2 or 3 drops in a diffuser for
Mhm.
maybe 5 minutes, and then, slowly increase that time.
Yeah.
Then after that, you can work to topical application. You always want to dilute the oil, the essential
Mhm.
oil recommend a good carrier oil. If you're sensitive, you also have to be careful about the carrier
Mhm.
oil you
Yeah.
use. Olive oil is usually tolerated really well, fractionated coconut oil.
Mhm.
So, usually use a teaspoon of carrier oil to 1 to 2 drops of your essential oil.
Mhm.
You can apply it to the soles of your feet, to your hands, to the thin areas of your
Mhm.
skin. That's usually where you get the best absorption.
Wonderful.
And
It sounds like too, like one of the safest ways to start using oils if you are a sensitive patient is to partner with somebody who knows essential oils. Coming and seeing
yes,
someone, a practitioner like yourself, who has experience with essential oils from a care plan perspective, with the intention of we're going to be using an oil to correct X, Y, or Z, and
yes,
being able to find the oils that are going to be the most beneficial for that patient so that we don't have them they're not grabbing all of them at once, because I feel
true.
like that can become a problem too, is like, "Oh, I can use oils," and then if too many of them on board
Yeah,
also then, right? Sometimes
mhm,
less is more,
yes.
especially for the sensitive
The
ones.
other thing that I definitely need to mention is be very cautious about where you get your oils. You
Mhm.
want a good reputable company that follows, the whole development, the process of
Yeah,
actually packaging the oil because you don't want contaminations
right,
with the
absolutely.
oil.
It does sound like, essential oils are a fantastic tool, and I do think that this is just like a lot of different industry too. It's kind of a saturated market. There's a lot of different options out there for
Mhm.
patients. There's a
Right.
lot of information to swim through, and for me, I want to I want to learn from the expert. So, it sounds also like if if essential oils and you're a sensitive patient, it it sounds like a good idea to talk to somebody who has the experience and the guidance and the expertise to help guide people in the use of essential oils for what their goals are.
Yes, I agree because there are certain oils that are good for certain
Mhm.
symptoms. Others, like the hot oils, you really have to be cautious
Yeah.
about the hot oils that, especially for a sensitive patient, cinnamon,
Mm,
clove, those are great
not temperature
oils.
hot, but
Right.
right?
They can really irritate the
Yeah.
skin if you're sensitive and you don't use them
Mhm.
correctly.
Yeah. What are the top 3 to 4 oils you would recommend most often to people, and what would they use them for?
Well, of course, I think everybody knows about lavender, but it
Mm,
is a great one to start with.
smells great.
It smells great. It's
Yep.
good for sensitive skin. It's good for sensitive people. There's also Roman chamomile that's
Mm.
good. It's very calming.
Mhm.
I like peppermint, ginger,
Mhm.
peppermint and ginger, and
They're a little bit more uplifting, if
yes,
I'm remembering. I do like
yes. Lemon is another
yeah,
one.
I think the calming ones are really good places for people to start with,
I
because
agree.
with the sensitive patients, you never know how, like, the uplifting ones, how uplifting it's gonna be, you know?
True.
Um, but also with the calming ones, stress, like, it's so good to just calm the system down, especially too when you are introducing something new. There's still also the placebo effect where, like,
That's true.
you're sensitive, and then you're out there looking for it too, and so the calming ones are a good place to start too, for if there was a hyper reaction to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
agree.
What are the best essential oils to help with gut health?
Usually ginger, peppermint, they're very calming.
Mhm.
Actually, they can also stimulate the pancreas to
Mhm.
release digestive
Good.
enzymes to actually kind of break down our foods.
Yeah.
Could help calm nausea, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So, those are probably two of my
I
favorites.
like those ones too. What role do essential oils play in the treatment of chronic infections like Lyme disease or other
Yeah.
co-infections? I know you see a
So,
lot of that in Utah.
yes, Johns Hopkins, they actually are doing some research in the treatment of Lyme. There are several oils that actually break down biofilm.
Oh, yeah.
So, biofilm is kind of the big bad ugly thing where viruses, bacteria can hide, and then we
Mhm.
can't treat those things very well. So, essential oils play a part in breaking that down.
And when you
There's
break that
clove.
down, does whatever's hiding in there, do they get released
Yeah.
and then you're able to treat them?
Exactly. It can kind of
Yeah.
break that down so you can either you're having a herbal antibiotic or a regular antibiotic
Yeah.
that can actually be able to get to those bugs and kill them more effectively.
Yeah.
So I think that's really going to be something that's, I mean, the research is starting to be there to, support that. Even in Japan, they're
And
doing some
you
studies.
really wanna do that side by side with a practitioner, in my opinion, because
Definitely.
you're breaking down a biofilm, you are releasing bugs and, like, potentially infections,
Yes.
and you're releasing them. They're just not hiding anymore, and so you'd wanna work with somebody because you're starting to expose your immune system to those again, and it's not the essential oil that's gonna be causing the Hersheimer's reaction or your body's reaction to the exposure, it's the bugs that are there. It's also necessary to happen because you need to be able to treat them also. So it's really important to work with a provider when we're talking about essential oils, biofilm, co-infections, and things like that, because this is
Yes.
just one piece of that puzzle that you're using it in to treat the whole person and what they're there to look
Yes.
for. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Perfect.
So I know that you're doing something really exciting right now. You are in the process of getting certified in the Bredesen protocol,
Yes.
which congratulations. You're so close.
Yes.
But how do essential oils fit into, and we'll talk about what that is in a second, but what how do essential oils fit into protocols like Recode for brain health or overall cognitive wellness?
Really, the Bredesen protocol is so comprehensive. So there's so many ways that you can use essential oil. It could be to just try to calm the system. When people are agitated, if
Mhm.
they are, in that process of having cognitive decline, they can become
It's a
agitated
heart
really
patient
easy.
type, yeah.
So they could use some of the calming oils for that. But also part of the Bredesen protocol is actually treating chronic infections
Mhm.
like Lyme. So
Yeah.
just like we were talking about, breaking down those biofilms with essential oils can be part of that protocol,
Yeah.
that treating protocol.
Right. And the Bredesen protocol for our listeners out there, can you tell them a little bit about what the Bredesen protocol is?
Yes, it's a very comprehensive program that Dr. Bredesen has developed to help treat dementia and Alzheimer's, actually more of a natural, holistic approach.
Mhm.
They're seeing really awesome benefits. People are improving. Before we kind of just hear that, oh, you have Alzheimer's, there's nothing really that can be done for that.
Mhm.
But I think Dr. Paredison is doing some
I
work
think
that's
he's proved some,
showing
yeah.
that you
We know
can.
different here,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, a little
Yes.
winky right there. Yeah, yeah. It is, I mean, what Dr. Redison has done and the Recode, it is incredible. We are so excited to have a Bredesen certified practitioner in our network. Well, we do have a few, having another one and in our Utah location. So it's going to be so exciting. We will come back to that too.
Okay.
But essential oils are not a cure all, but they can be a gentle and effective tool, especially for patients who react strongly to other treatments. With the right guidance, oils can support stress, sleep, hormones, metabolism, and even brain health, helping patients feel more balanced and resilient. So, Tara, it has been wonderful talking to you today about essential oils and how they can support sensitive patients. And I know you're wrapping up your Bredesen protocol certification, and we're definitely going to have you back on soon to talk about the training and what it means for your practice, your patients, and what they can do. So
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to
I
come back.
can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode, and stay tuned for next week's.
Thank you for joining us on the Forum Health Integrative Medicine podcast. Each episode, we help you understand your health from every angle and inspire your lifelong wellness journey. Follow the show, share it with someone who needs hope, leave a review, and take the next step toward feeling your best at forumhealth.com.